Hi everybody, I'm JC. Welcome to Dad Bod with JC. I'm doing some exercising for about 1 hour every day. Um, I was, you know, I hadn't been exercising a whole lot, so I had some weight to lose, I had some fitness to gain, I had some health objectives to meet. This is like day number, it's like 19 or 20 or something like that. The internet, keeps better count than I do. So I'm in my high teens as far as the day number. So I'm feeling pretty good. I've lost a little bit of weight through my core. I've gained a little bit of muscle tone in my arms and legs. My arms and legs are always, I always did some sports and whatnot, so they're feeling good. But my core, I have lost a little bit of weight, and I've been measuring once a week, and it's going in the right direction. So got to keep going. My eating's going well. I'm eating more protein, less of the fats, less of the carbs, pushing up the protein a little bit. My dog's going crazy out here, and yeah, so good things all around. Today I had originally planned on doing leg exercises. However, I just played tennis for close to 2 hours, and pretty tired. So I'm just going to do some stretching today. Stretching is going to include my upper back and my legs, my hamstrings for the most part. I have a list of things to work on for the stretching. So yeah, twice a week I'm going to be doing stretching. Originally I thought I was going to do this list tomorrow, but as I'm pretty tired right now from the tennis, I'm going to do it today. So without further ado, hopefully my dog's barking isn't too terribly loud for folks. I'm going to start with my stretching. First one up is the cat-cows. I'll get down and do 2 sets of cat-cows. I guess each set I'll do like 5. So in this situation, my wrists are going to be under my shoulders, my knees are going to be underneath my hips, and I'll start with a cow. So I'll bring down my cow, relax a teeny bit on my back, and bring up the cat. That'll be 5. I'm counting down for 5. Back down to cow. Pick up the cat for 4. Cow. Cat for 3. Cow. Cat for 2. Cow. Cat for 1. All right. I'll take a quick breather. I'll take a little bit of water. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm a little bit more tired today. I think it's just from the tennis. I thought about skipping a day, but I mean, it's nice to have some stretching in. So when I'm this tired, I can just grab my list of stretching and do that for an hour. So I'll just keep to the same rhythm, and about the same time every night, and just 1 hour of exercise and relaxation or something along those lines. Hopefully I'll be a little bit more energized towards the end of this than I am here at the beginning. All right, another set of cat-cows, just 5 of these guys. So I'm going to start with my cow, stretching into my cow, breathing into my cow, and up for the cat, up for 1. And down for the cow again. Cat 2. Cow. Up for the 3rd cat. Cow. Don't forget to breathe. The 4th cat. Last cow. And last cat. Very good. Hey, little guy. Doggy. 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 The dog's going wild in the backyard. What's going on back there? Are there mean dogs? What's going on? My doggy has been barking for, I'm not sure what reason. Yeah, over here. Over here. Okay, you sit. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? You know what I said. You know what I said. What did I say? He's gonna do it. What did I say? You know what I said. What did I say? What did I say? Sit. Yep. What did I say? He's gonna do it. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. See, he knows what he's supposed to do. He knows what he's supposed to do. Okay. That's a bit of a side distraction. Oh, I got a toy for him. So he'll get a little reward with a toy. All right, there we go. So that's a cat-cow. Next one up is a child's pose. I'll do 2 of these for 6 seconds each. All right. So for the child's pose, I'm coming down onto my forearms, bringing my forehead to the mat, and pressing my rear end towards my heels. So here we go. Head towards the mat, rear end towards my heels for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's one set. Come back up, take a couple breaths of air, and get ready for my second set. Oh my goodness, that's very relaxing. I mean, it's a good pose. So I'll get back down to it for a second set of the child's pose. So head to the floor, forearms extended out a little bit, and my rear end's pushing towards my heels for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And up. All right, that wasn't too bad. Next up is one of my favorites here, the wall stretch. I still haven't cleared out my bags back here for the wall stretch, but it's my first round here will be have to be the explanation here. So I come up to the wall, I walk up to the wall about a 45-degree angle with my chest, bring my elbow into the wall, kind of straight out. My hand and my forearm collapse it up towards the wall here, and then I use my feet to rotate my shoulder away from the wall, so that I have a good stretch on my shoulder. One more thing that I've noticed helps with this, I'll pull my chin away from the wall as well, and it seems to add something to the stretch here. I'm going to hold this for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly come out of it. Now I'm going to alternate hands. I'm going to alternate arms, I should say. I'll come back. I'm doing 2 sets of these, but I'll alternate my hands. So this one you won't be able to see my arm as much. I have all these bags on this wall. Again, I'll approach the wall at a 45-degree angle. Then once my arm is planted against the wall, I'll use my feet to rotate away from the wall until I feel a nice stretch. Then I want to bring my chin away from my shoulder, the shoulder that I'm rotating from. That seems to add to the stretch, this whole stretch right in here. It adds quite a bit if you move the chin around. And I'm going to hold this. Once I find a stretch, I'm going to hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you're following along, that's fantastic. If you want to give some likes, some follows, some subscribes, whatever's working for your platform, go for it. I'm ready for my next set of the wall stretches here. I'm just going to scoot up at a 45-degree angle, come up to the wall, put my elbow straight up against the wall, and then start using my feet to rotate away from into a shoulder stretch here. I'm just about at the end of it, of my ability to rotate my body with my feet. So then I add my chin to the stretch by pointing my chin away from the shoulder that I'm stretching. Once I find a good stretch here, all the way through, it feels like a nice good stretch here. I'm going to count down from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly come out of it. I came out of it, last time I did these, I came out of it a little quicker, a little bit more cavalier, and I tweaked something in my back a little bit. But it wasn't like it didn't hurt for a long time, but it was definitely something. Okay, last arm here for the wall stretch. Again, I approach it with my chest at a 45-degree angle to the wall. I put my elbow flat against the wall, my hand and forearm flat against the wall. Then I use my feet to rotate away, giving me a nice stretch in my shoulder. Once I start to feel a stretch here, I'll complete the stretch by moving my chin away from the shoulder. Again, you're not supposed to feel any pain through any of this, but I'm feeling a really great stretch. That last little bit when I rotate my chin around, it really adds quite a bit to the stretch. So I'm rotating, I found my stretch. I'm going to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Having just played tennis, this feels fantastic actually. I'd be lying if I didn't say that. Okay, trunk rotation. I got 3 sets of trunk rotation. I'm going to be doing this on the floor. Basically, my knees will, I'm going to lie on my back basically. My knees are going to be up. Then my knees are going to flop one way, stacked. And then I'm going to rotate my head and arms, actually both arms I think, in the other direction, the other opposite direction where my knees are going, to give myself a nice trunk rotation. I'll get down on the floor and I'll talk a little bit while I'm doing that. I need a sip of water. All right. Get down on the floor. Oh, there's a chat there. Let me see what's going on in the chat. It's going good. Someone's asking how things are going. It's going good. All right, here we go. All right, so for the trunk rotation, I'm gonna lie on my back. My knees are gonna flop this way. My head's gonna flop that way. We'll go from there. So here go my knees. My knees are stacked. My ankles are stacked. My head's gonna flop this way. My arm's gonna rotate my trunk in this other direction. And I'm gonna count down from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly come back up to neutral. And now I'm going to go the other way. My knees are going to go flop. My knees are stacked. My ankles are stacked. I'm flopping in this other direction. My head's going to point out in this direction, opposite my knees. I'm going to try to bring my arms around that way too. And once I find a good stretch, I'm going to hold for 8, 9. I'm exhausted. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm so tired. There's a sticker up here. I have this fridge up here with a bunch of stickers on the back of it. And then this sticker has a perfect 10 on it. And so I was looking at it, it was like 10. And that threw me off, which was, I guess, funnier for me than for you. Okay, that was one set. I got 3 sets of these coming up, so I'm going to come right back to it. It's a trunk rotation. My knees are going to flop one way. My head and arms are going to try to flop the other way. Rotate, kind of rotate my trunk like so. All right, here we go. My knees flop this way. My arms are going to flop this way. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly back up to neutral. And now my knees are going to flop the other way. Ankle stacked, knees stacked. My arms and my head are going to flop the other way. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back up to neutral. I'll come back up. I got one more set to go. Oh man. So I am a little tired today. I played tennis for a couple hours just before I started this live. I'm really tired. I was originally going to do a leg workout today, but my legs got plenty of working out on the tennis court. So I'm just going to do this nice easy stretching today, and I'll push the leg workout for tomorrow. All right, back down to last set of the trunk rotation. All right, so knees flop one way, arms, head flop the other way, knees stacked, ankle stacked. Gonna hold this for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up to neutral, nice and slow. Whatever pace you can go up easily at. And back down the other way. Your knees are stacked, your ankles are stacked, and my arms flop the other direction. My head flops the other direction for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back up to neutral. All right, that's it for the trunk rotation. Let me see what's up next. I love these. These are the shoulder rolls. So it's really simple, but I tend to sweat during these. I don't know if there's enough. After running around for a couple hours, I don't know if I have enough sweat in me to sweat right now, but I'll give it a go. So first I'm going to bring the shoulders up and roll them forwards and around in this direction, and then I'll reverse. I'll do forwards for 10, reverse it for 10. So do 2 sets of that. Here we go. So shoulders up and rotate forward for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I was only supposed to do 10. So, all right, so I'll just rotate the other way. So up and rotate backwards for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll do 12 here. 11 and 12. I like symmetry, so a little OCD. Okay, I'll take a sip of water and then I'll do another set of, this time I'll just do 10. The original plan is to do 10. I think I'll change it on my list to do 12 because honestly I think I can do 12 nice and easy now. I've been exercising daily for the better part of 3 weeks. It makes a difference. It makes a difference. Just increasing reps a little bit. Maybe throwing in an extra set of some of this. I don't know. I might increase the reps to 12 and just keep it at 2 sets. In any case, here's the second set of shoulder rolls. So the way I start it, my feet are about shoulder width apart, my knees slightly bent to keep myself nice and balanced. I'm going to bring my shoulders up and forward, roll forwards for 1. I'm going to count down. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now I'm going to reverse that by bringing my shoulders up and rolling backwards for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. All right, those are shoulder rolls. Next up is neck flex. Neck flex. It sounds like Netflix, but it's a neck flex. I'm just going to do 3 sets of 3 here. Basically, I'm going to start by just rolling my neck over to this one side, rolling it with my chin down to the middle, rolling it off to this one side, and I'll just do 3 reps and 3 sets. My counting seems funky on this one, but I'll just keep counting the same way. It's more or less, yeah, it's a bunch of these neck rolls is what it comes out to. So I'll start now. So off to one side, roll it down. I'll stay there for like 2 or 3 seconds, and then I roll it down to the front, trying to flex whatever neck muscles I can, rolling to the front, roll to the other side for 1, back down, original side, back down, other side for 2, back down, original side, back down, other side for 3. Notice I'm not saying left and right. I'm doing this on different platforms, and depending on the platform, I think the video is actually inverted or mirrored. So you know, you just pick a side. I'm always picking this one side over here. It happens to be my right side, but I'll just call it the original side and the other side, depending on what format you're watching this video on. It might be left, might be right, might be up, might be down. Who knows? Enough of that. Second set of the neck flex roll. Never going to be able to say that correctly. All right, neck over to the original side here. And down, chin down, neck relaxed, flexing. Other side. Again, neck relaxed and flexing. back down, original side, back down, other side, that's for 2 on this other side, back down, original side, back down, other side for 3. I kept a nice stretch there. That felt really great on my neck. Truth be told, this tennis I played today, the first tennis I played in this last 2-3 weeks that I've been doing these videos, and I felt quite a bit stronger, especially from the get-go. From the get-go, I felt much more comfortable out there. Anyways, so I'm ready for my 3rd set here of the neck flex. Head over to the original side here, finding a nice stretch, head down, finding a stretch there, and off to the other side, finding your stretch there. That's for 1. Back down, original side, back down, other side for 2. I might have lost count. If I throw in an extra one here, won't be the end of the world. Back down, original side, back down, other side. We'll call that 3. I lost track. I was really focusing in on the stretches, and it was stretching. It was doing its job. All right, next up is the overhead arm reach. Gonna do 2 sets of this on either side. So for this, the overhead arm reach, I'm just gonna reach up, have my hands locked together up above me, just like shaking someone's hand almost. Well, maybe not. I don't know if I've ever shaken someone's hands like this. Anyway, so you just lock your hands together up above you, and then you move off to one side until you find and feel a good stretch. And I'm gonna hold that for like a 4 count. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly back up to neutral. Off to the other side. And once I find my stretch on the other side, I'll count from 4, 3, 2, 1. And back up to neutral. That's 1 set. I got 1 more set coming with that. I need a sip of water. Doing okay with time here. Again, this is an overhead arm reach. I'm going to lock my hands up above my head and then slowly come over to one side to find a stretch for this long side of my body. I found my stretch. I'm going to count down from 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly back up to neutral. Back over to the other side. Finding my stretch. Counting down from 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up to neutral. And that should be it. That's it for the overhead arm reach. Let me see if there's any chats out here. Looking good. All right. Next up is knee to the chest. So if you're following along, just please feel free to give some likes, follow, subscribes, whatever works best for you. And at this point, I'm going to do knees to the chest, where I'm going to try to hold my knees to my chest for just for 3 count. I've been doing this on my back, but I'm going to try this sitting down. I'm going to sit down and just try to bring my knees to my chest. I'll see if that makes any change to the stretch, because I didn't really feel the stretch too well last time I tried this on my back. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that here sitting up. I'll do my back again. So it's just getting back on your back and grabbing the shins and just kind of pressing the thighs into my chest. I'll give it a go here. I'm going to hold it for 6 count. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Let me see how many sets I have for this plan. Just have another set. So not too intense here. Again, I'll be on my back. I'm just gonna grab my shins with my hands and try to bring them in against my chest and try to stretch against my back a little bit. So here I grab my legs and I try to press them to my chest for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. So that's it for those stretches. Next up is hamstring stretches. That I really need here, because I haven't stretched my legs in a bit. Next up is seated forward fold. Okay, it's similar to what I just did actually. And how many sets am I doing? Just 2 sets. All right, so here we go. For the seated forward fold, I got my feet coming straight out, and my legs and my feet straight out. I'm gonna sit down and try to fold right my belly button right over top. I'm terrible at this. I think I settled on 95% of everyone watching can probably do this better than I can, but that's exactly why I gotta do it, because I want to play different sports, and a little bit this type of flexibility is just part of whatever discipline, you know. So I'm gonna fold forward here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Yeah, I'm notoriously bad at those, so I'll probably struggle through them quite a bit during these 1 hour sessions. I thought I had been making some gains. I was doing them every day, and then now I'm only doing it once every so many days, and I'm seeing some like backsliding on this particular stretch. I don't know why it's so challenging for me, but it is. I'm ready for my next set here. Legs straight out, and folding forward for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I got a little further that time. That's good. Next up is something very similar. Instead of having my feet straight out, I'm going to have my feet out in a V. So it's a seated V leg stretch. And let's see if that gets my hamstrings more. This last one seemed to get my back a little bit more, but this one hopefully will stretch out my hamstrings a little bit more. Yeah, I'm feeling it already. I'm not even there yet. So yeah, my legs are out in a V. My hands are out in front of me. I'm just gonna hold, I'm gonna find a stretch and hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back up. Yeah, I think my upper body moved all of what? Just less than half a foot here. So I can definitely use more stretching in this direction. In a perfect world, I would do this every day, but I'm not there yet. Maybe later on I'll throw some of this in there every day. Okay, I'm ready for the second set of this. You can almost already feel a slightly better stretch here. I'm gonna hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I definitely felt something give, so I was able to move further. Progress, it's a good thing. All right, let me see what's next on my list here. We'll move along with the today's stretching. Seated static stretch, twice each side. One leg out, other knee bent, leaning forward, belly button to the thigh, hold for 8. Okay, so 2 sets of this. So it's almost the same thing as the last 2 stretches, slightly different position. Gonna bring one leg will be straight out, the other leg bent towards my thigh or knee. And I'm going to rotate. There's a slight difference here. I'm going to rotate my belly button over top of the straight leg and try to bring my belly button down on top of the thigh. Once I find my stretch here, I'll count down from 8. It's going to take a few moments. I got to clear my throat apparently. All right, here we go. Stretching over this outward thigh for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That felt good. All right, other leg. Move it along. Feel free to give some likes there, guys. All right, here we go. Now I've moved over to the other leg. I gotta move my belly button over. There we go. It's a little bit of a chore. Now I'm gonna bring my belly button over the thigh and find a stretch for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So that was one set. We're going to do another. Taking a couple gulps of air, changing my feet around. I'm alternating feet. You don't have to alternate feet. You can do 2 on one side, 2 on the other. I like alternating my feet though, or alternating feet, legs, arms, whatever needs to alternate. I feel like I get a better workout that way. But it's entirely up to you if you want to alternate or just stick to one side then the other. In any case, bringing my belly button over to this side now. Outstretched hands. Finding my stretch. Bringing my belly button over down towards my thigh for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back out. All right. And switching back over to the last leg here. Bringing my belly button over to that thigh. Rotating as best I can to get myself centered over this thigh. Stretching out over top of it and gonna hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I was definitely able to deepen my stretch here. I'm touching this toe pretty easily over it this way. Let me see if I can touch my toe over here. Well, with the closest hand I can. With the further away hand, I have to stretch a little bit. Let me see if the same is true over here with my further away arm. Yeah, I gotta give it a little stretch, but I can grab the toe. I don't think I was able to do that before I started the stretching just now. All right, here we go. Next up is the standing stretch. You know, I'm going to skip this. I've tried this several times. It's never worked for me. I'm going to just go by the standing stretch. I got to bring in a chair, and then I've never gotten this to work exactly, so I'll have to revisit that and see what I'm doing wrong. I'm obviously doing something wrong with that one. So next one is actually going to be a lying down stretch. I'm going to lie on my back, one leg up, knees slightly bent. I'm going to grab my hand around the thigh that's straight up. I'm going to slowly straighten that leg, try to keep my hips on the floor, and I'm going to hold for 8 count. I'm going to do 2 sets of this. So let's see. So I got one leg that's going to stay down. The other leg's going to go up. Knee is bent. My hands are going to grab the back of this thigh. And now, once I've grabbed the back of the thigh, I'm going to straighten the leg and feel the stretch. There's pretty good stretch coming along here. I'm going to hold that stretch for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly come out of there. Alright, same thing on this other side. Knee slightly bent. Grabbing my arm, grabbing my hands around the back of the thigh, and then slowly straightening out this leg, finding a stretch there. It's stretching for sure. I'm going to hold this for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And done. So that was pretty good. I got 2 sets of that. So, that's one set. I got one more set coming up. And hopefully you're following along. If you are, take this moment, throw a couple likes up there, follow, subscribe, whatever works. And I'll get back down for the second set. And please follow along if you feel like you need a stretch. I sure do. Okay. Coming back down. Knee is bent. I'm going to use my hands to grab the back of this thigh. I'm going to slowly straighten this leg and feel the stretch for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly come back down. And other leg, knees bent, hands grab the back of the thigh, straighten the leg slowly, feeling the stretch in the back of that leg, holding it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And done. All right. That felt great. I really needed that apparently. All right. Next up, head down stretch. Hands behind you, legs shoulder width apart, legs stay straight, bend forward at the hips, tuck the chin, hold for 8. So apparently I'm standing straight up and planting my head straight down. It's like a forward fold, but with my hands behind me. I don't remember doing this one. I might have run out of time last time when I was trying to do this because I don't remember this at all. But let's get going. I do a lot of forward folds, so maybe I mistook it for a forward fold. All right, here we go. This is really looking like a forward fold. Only it's got a little bit. Forward folds I usually do with my hands this way. In this case, my hands are going to be behind me, so that's a slight difference. Legs shoulder width apart. They say mostly straight. I got to bend forward at the hips. Tuck my chin in. I'm gonna once I get to where I'm going, I'm gonna hold it for 8. All right, holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done with that set. I'm going to come up for air for a little bit. It's hard to breathe when I fold it over like that. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I'll look into it a little bit maybe. You're going to get a sip of water and do that all over again. Head down. It's called the head down stretch. Gonna hold for a second here. Make sure the water gets to where it's going. Gonna grab my hands behind my back here. Legs shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent. And I'm gonna bend at the hips. I'm gonna tuck my chin. Once I get to where I'm going, I'm gonna count down from 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back up. I really like these forward folds, so I was only going to do 2 sets of that. I'm going to add a third. I got plenty of time for it, and I like those. Yeah. My legs like them too. I felt the stretch all the way from my heels all the way up to my back, really. All the way through. Really satisfying. So, I'm going to take a couple seconds here, take a few more breaths of air. Up here, unlabored. And I'm going to get back to this stretch. Going to grab my hands behind my back. Feet shoulder width apart, bending at the hips. Tucking my chin. Once I get to where I'm going, I'll count down from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. The 3 sets of those. Went a little bit above and beyond. All right, next up, scissor stretch. Gotcha. All right. So the scissor stretch is almost the same thing as what I just did. It's just that my legs are going to be scissored a little bit. Um, I think one of the legs is going to get a little bit extra stretch because they're scissors. So normally my feet would be right next to each other side by side. In this case with the scissor stretch, one foot is up a little bit forward, one foot is back a little bit back, and so that creates a little bit of a scissor here. I again would hold my hands behind my back, bend to the hips, tuck my chin, and once I get to where I'm going, I'll count to 8. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back up. I'm going to repeat that again for the other leg. Take a couple gulps of air. I'm going to loosen my spine. I gotta get some blood flowing in my shoulders here. While I was down there, the front leg or the forward leg, that's the one that felt more stretching than the back leg. Let's see if it's true when I scissor the legs in the other direction. Again, I'm gonna grab my hands behind my back, tuck my chin, bend at the hips, and start my count when I get to where I'm going. Holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back up. Yeah, it's definitely the forward leg that's getting a good stretch there. Whoa, that felt great. Yeah, it's just the muscles are like extending, contracting, releasing what, toxins maybe. That's the idea at least. I don't know if releasing the toxins feels good, but I guess stretching these muscles that need stretching, that feels great. In the first couple weeks, I was constantly complaining about my calves being tight. That's kind of gone away in this last week or so. And that's a good thing. All right, here we go. I'm going to scissor back in the original way again. Grab my hands behind my back, bend in the hips, tuck my chin. When I get to where I'm going, I'll start to count from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back up. Whoa, that felt good. Crazy. All right, there we go. This is really starting to take effect, I think. Oh, I gotta stretch my arms a little bit. I've been in this bind so long, I gotta stretch them out this way, just to undo whatever I've done with the bind, grabbing my hands behind my back. So okay, again, I'm gonna grab my hands behind my back here, bend at the hips, tuck my chin. Once where I get to where I'm going, I'm gonna count down from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back up. Oh, I gotta do this more often. This particular stretch feels great. I don't know if I've done this before. I think I did. I just didn't get as much of a stretch high or whatever you want to call it. That was fantastic. All right, I'm out of things in my list here. I haven't stretched my calves in a while, so I'll go ahead and do some calf stretch. It's a really simple stretch. I'm going to scissor my legs out. The back leg is where I'm going to be focusing my calf. I'm going to drop my knee a little bit to really find a stretch for my calf muscle. Once I find the stretch, I'm going to count down from 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come out of the stretch. Scissor the other way. I have a wall here that's helping me with my balance. Again, scissor my legs. The back leg, back calf muscle is the one that's going to get the stretch. I'm going to bend my knee down a little bit to really isolate that calf. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Slowly come out of that. I'm going to do a second set of this. I like the symmetry. I like doing more than one set. On the second set, I usually just learn if there's any little tweak I can do to make the stretch that much more effective the second go around. It's super nice for me to have the opportunity to go back to back. So again, I'll scissor the legs out, bend the knee slightly down, isolating the back calf, finding a good stretch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done on this side. Slowly come back out of there. Got one more calf stretch to go. Scissoring the other way. Bringing that back knee down a little bit to isolate the back calf. Finding the stretch. Holding it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly come out of there. Now, if you've gone too far with your stretch and you just need to ease up a little bit, ease up a little bit. It's just about finding a good stretch for you. You really don't want to have any pain on your joints. In the middle of the muscle, it's okay to have a little tension. It's okay to have a little bit of I guess heat or soreness. Just make sure it's in the middle of your muscle, like right there in the middle of the calf. As long as you're not tearing anything and feeling lots of pain, just a nice good tug, good stretch. That's what I'm looking for. I'm no doctor, but I've been stretching for a good number of years now, and usually finding a nice stretch is something that you learn how to do for yourself. In any case, enough of that. I like to close off with a nice forward fold. At this point, I am JC, and this has been Dad Bod with JC. I'm so tired I can barely speak. I'll close out with a forward fold and sign off. So, nice little forward fold here. Can almost touch the floor here, which is a big improvement from before. Gonna come out of my forward fold. Give you a nice thanks. See you tomorrow.